We're at war, people. If you want to get to President Trump, you're going to have to go through me, and you're going to have to go through 75 million Americans just like me. And I'm going to tell you, yep, most of us are card-carrying members of the NRA.
Donald Trump is an innocent man. He will be found innocent at the end of the day. And the American people are fed up. They're tired of watching our government being weaponized against us. I know that we're over the target because the attacks, the media attacks, are just all over me. And I don't care. Nobody cares about what the media is saying. We are on a mission to save our country.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and Kari Lake is playing the victim as Donald Trump's love goes sour. Kari Lake appeared on Steve Bannon's War Room recently, and it was like listening to a jilted lover crying in her beer over a big orange loser in a dirty blue suit, an even dirtier diaper.
I believe our case is the tip of the spear. We can't get our legislature any great legislation through because we have a fraud sitting in the governor's office. So even if our legislature wants to reform our elections, we got Katie Hobbs stopping everything. My case is going to be the case, I believe, that cracks everything open, and we are appealing it.
According to Lake, the media were all over her after reports said that former Cheeto-in-Chief Donald Trump had soured on picking her as his running mate. Lake has been said to be practically living at Mar-a-Lago. It's sad that she's always there, all the time, and has been living in a suite while her Arizona defamation lawsuit is heating up.
A top election official here in Maricopa County is suing Kari Lake for defamation. Stephen Richer claims Lake, who narrowly lost the governor's election in Arizona last fall, made false claims against him to raise money.
And surprise, 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 Stephen Richer, one of the guys who runs our elections here in Maricopa County, was part of that. As a matter of fact, these documents, I believe, come from some of the evidence in that case. And so here we have a guy running our elections, and he's part of working with the federal government on ways to censor the American people, take away their First Amendment right to talk about corruption, to talk about fraud in our elections and election integrity.
Maricopa County Recorder Stephen Richer said in a lawsuit that Lake and her campaign spread malicious falsehoods that made Richer and his family the targets of threats, of violence, and even death. Lake had gone on a previous broadcast to gaslight viewers into praying that the judge would rule in her favor if she was found guilty by a jury of her peers.
You know, they used to have a hotline, people like him, a hotline into Twitter where they could contact Twitter, you know, like that, and basically say, take down that tweet, cancel that person, stop them from talking about the election, stop them from talking about COVID. And this ruling is so massive, it basically tells the federal government, cease and desist immediately. Stop doing that. And I think it's huge, but they're panicked because if all of a sudden we have freedom of speech to talk about these issues, they're going to lose their grip on their control over all of this information.
Kari Lake is trying to play the victim and the hero at the same time. The truth is that Kari Lake lost, and her self-centered agenda has put innocent people in danger. She's been squalling like a scalded dog since she lost. MAGA gubernatorial candidates lost huge in Colorado and in Arizona. While Lake continued her defamation of Richer, reports surfaced of Trump staffers calling Lake shameless, ruthless demagogue who wants power and will do whatever she has to do to get it. Trump's aggravation with Lake is that in his eyes, she always wants attention. She's a spotlight hound, and in Trump's world, the spotlight is only big enough for him. Kari Lake, you lost. You lost, and your lies have put people in danger, and you can't accept that fact. Kari Lake is a despicable human being who couldn't care less about her actions. She's a psychopath, and that is a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.